Good morning students. In the last session we have completed about the gametogenesis, introduction and what is spermatogenesis. The second type of gamete formation is the female gamete formation and that is oogenesis. In simple terms, oogenesis can be defined as the process of formation of female gamete or the process of formation of haploid ovum from diploid oogonia cells that are present in the ovary is called oogenesis. This process begins at the embryonic development. Students, please note in the spermatogenesis we have seen it starts at the puberty age only, whereas this oogenesis process starts at the embryonic development. Now what happens in the oogenesis? Numerous oogonia are there. Now students, please remember oogonia, it is a plural form, and if singular, if you want to use, then it is a oogonium. So there are numerous oogonia are there, which are also known as gamete mother cell. They are diploid in condition. These are present billion in number at the birth time in the fetal ovary. This oogonia result into the primary oocyte and they become arrested at the prophase 1 of the meiotic division. This primary oocyte, they particularly have the numerous number of granulosa cells and many follicles degenerate from birth to puberty. So at the puberty age there are about 60,000 to 80,000 you can say the oocytes that are present in this particular ovary. And here students, you can see the oogonia, it results into the primary oocyte. This primary oocyte results into the primary follicle. Now this primary follicles, they are surrounded by the more granulosa cells and the theca layers and they form the secondary follicles. Now this secondary follicles, they are fluid filled, having the fluid filled cavity known as the antrum, and they possess the theca layer. This theca layer again it is divided into the two parts, that is theca interna and theca externa. Theca interna, that is a vascular part, and theca externa, that is a fibrous part. This theca interna is about having 10 to 15 layers of follicle cells and it is having the membrane granulosa. Now the primary oocyte, which is diploid in condition within follicle, that is the tertiary follicle, that increases in size and first meiotic division it is completed, which results into the unequal large haploid secondary oocyte and the first polar body. Now this tertiary follicle, as a result they form the secondary oocyte. This secondary oocyte retain nutrient rich cytoplasm of primary oocyte. Tertiary follicles grow into the Graafian follicle. The secondary oocyte that releases the ovum, and finally the one membrane surrounds the secondary oocyte, that is known as the zona pellucida. And the Graafian follicle now ruptures and releases the egg, that is the ovum. Now we will see how the development of follicles occurs. Here you can see in the figure the primary oocyte, how it is growing. Here the development of the oocyte and the follicle it is occurring. Then continued development of the follicle, how the primary oocyte it is formed, and then the secondary oocyte it is formed, and here the mature follicle it is formed, and here you can see the ovulation process which results into the egg formation. This is the diagram of the mature follicle. This is GC means Graafian follicle is there, tertiary follicle, it is labeled. Here it is present. This is the electron micrograph photograph. Now oogenesis process, here you can see in this chart that the diploid 2n condition, the oogonium is there, which repeatedly divides by the mitosis process, and first the two cells are formed which are again having the diploid number of chromosomes, which again divide by the mitotic division and numerous, or you can say the 4 number of oogonia form. This oogonia undergoes the cell growth and then it results into the primary oocyte formation. Again it is having the diploid number of chromosomes. Now this primary oocyte undergoes the first meiotic division, that is the reduction division, and as a result the secondary oocyte and the first polar body it is formed. Now this secondary oocyte undergoes the meiotic second division and the ovum, that is the egg, and the second polar body it is formed. So these are the three phases that occur in the oogenesis. First is the multiplicative phase, second growth phase, and third maturation phase. Now what happens in the multiplication phase? The certain primary germ cells, which are larger size and nuclei of germinal epithelium lining the ovary, undergo rapid mitotic division as we have seen here in the figure. It results in the formation of group of diploid egg mother cell, that is the oogonia. That is, this oogonia are formed as a result of mitotic division. Now each group of cells forms a rounded mass called the egg nest. Here the particular, you can see they are increasing in the size, and as a result a particular primary oocyte it is formed. Now in the growth phase, that is at the 12 to 13 years, one of the diploid oogonia undergoes growth, increasing in the cytoplasm and accumulation of the yolk, and transform into the enlarged oogonia called primary oocyte. Okay, so as we have seen in the figure, this out of 4 only one increases in size and becomes the primary oocyte, that is the 2n, again diploid in condition. Other oogonia form single layered follicular epithelium, that is known as primary follicle. The primary follicle, they are surrounded by more granulosa cell and they form the secondary follicle. This secondary follicle, we have seen it is having the fluid cavity known as the antral cavity, and further they result into the formation of tertiary follicle. This tertiary follicle will result into the Graafian follicle. Now third phase is the maturation phase, that is a fully grown primary oocyte undergoes first meiotic division, results in the formation of two unequal size haploid cells, the large cell oocyte and a small polar body. The secondary oocyte undergoes second meiotic division to form ovum or the oocyte and a small second polar body. This secondary oocyte, they form the new membrane structure surrounding it known as zona pellucida, and now it is known as the Graafian follicle. The first polar body also undergoes equal division to produce two cells. So in the whole process we have seen that during oogenesis 4 cells are produced. Among them only one is functional, that is known as oocyte, and 3 are non-functional, they are known as the polar bodies. The oocyte with very little change becomes now the ovum, that is the egg, that is the female gamete. So here you can see in the figure, this is the ovary. The primary germ cell in the embryo is there, differentiation take place. Now the oogonium is there, that is present in the ovary. Here the primary oocyte, it is within the follicle. They grow and mature, follicle it is formed. Here you can see side by side the process we have seen, that is the primary oocyte formation, completion of first meiotic division and the onset of second meiotic, which results into the first polar body and the second oocyte. This secondary oocyte will result into the further particular release of the ovum, and that process is known as the ovulation. Now at the ovulation phase, if the entry of sperm results, then the fertilization can take place. Okay students, so here we complete the process of oogenesis, that is the process of female gamete formation, that is the egg or the ovum.